I'm up from Candlemass, red wine, I love it. I'm up from Candlemass, and we are here on the Caribbean cruise, and this is my main man.
Johan, Candlemass as well. Hello.
Johan, it is an honor to meet you, because when I was 14 years old, I heard Epicus Dumicus Metallicus. I thought there could be no better vocalist in the world. And
Flattered.
And on my radio shows, whenever I play Epicus Dumicus Metallicus for people who have never heard Candlemass, they become instant fans. Cool. Especially the heartfelt vocals in Solitude.
Okay, cool.
And switching back to the future, well, not, it's the past, but switching far after that time.
Yeah.
I thought that you were fired or something like that, and it was explained that you were a sessions vocalist. I found out that, but
you're right. I had my own band where I was writing the music and stuff like that. So that was where my heart was at that point in time. So that's the simple reason. But they asked me, and I, doing a record in 1986 was pretty awesome. And if they wanted me, I said, yeah, I'm coming.
I long for my time to come. Destiny's gaslight. Please let me die in solitude.
why you were gone, but I will not say them because that's not the truth. But when I found out that Candlemass was searching for a singer, I prayed, please let Johan be the one. But it was Robert.
Yeah.
So would you like to talk about that?
Yeah, that was me and Johan have been friends since Epicus, but we knew that he got his band, and we had so it was only me, Mats, and Dave at that time. But he helped us out. Nobody else wanted to do that, but Johan did that, and of course we wanted him to be the singer in Candlemass. But we knew that he has his own band, and he was maybe should get a contract for.
Yeah, we were actually about to get a contract
so
with a real record company at that time.
So we were more like, there was not unfriendly anything. It was more, thanks for helping us out. It was like this.
Yeah.
But when I knew when Messiah was out 2006. I was very keen on getting Johan back, but I knew he had got this thing with family and stuff, and it was still in the same vein actually. So we have Thomas Wikström, and as a singer we had Robert Lowe came in, and I say we did great albums with that shit. And but when it came to 2018, I said like, now I think we maybe can get Johan back. Should we get could we try out that? And I called him. It was like quite funny, but I didn't want to say, do you want to be in Candlemass again? I was like, no, I can't say that. I was like, Johan, can you please come to the studio? I have an idea, I said. What is that? He said, come to the studio. And then he did Astornos, I think it was, right? There was some songs.
Yeah.
Go to do.
And I listened to a couple of others as well.
And then he nailed everything. 100%. And I was like, I have said this since 2006. Can you please listen to me now? And here we are. Here we are.
Yeah.
When I found out that you were the singer, I jumped and screamed. I yelled, "Fuck yeah!" And this is a question that you might not be able to answer because Leaf might be making the decisions. But in the past, Candlemass had a 12-inch, and Messiah did vocals of Epica songs.
Yeah.
And then Robert did Epica songs too, cover songs on the special version of the CD, King of the Grey Isles. And after hearing Johan sing the Messiah songs, please, could there possibly be an album where Johan, you sing the older Candlemass songs?
I don't know. There will be no studio album. I think there are live albums.
Yeah, there are lots of live.
Yeah, I think there are live.
But it's a really good question.
The fans will support it. Trust me. Your album will sell if you do it. A studio album with Johan singing the Messiah songs, especially Ancient Dreams and the Pride.
Oh yeah. Actually,
that era.
Actually, I haven't thought of the idea, but it's actually a really good idea. I never thought about it, but with the Nightfall songs, because if you listen to Johan when he's doing those songs live, and there's songs from Taste of Creation as well, I think Johan is doing those songs so fucking good. If it's Samaritan, you have lots of songs from those albums. Yeah, I mean, Barrow Pain today with Blade Bass, Bells of Acre. And I say, sometimes when you, I will not say any names of singers in the band, but I play those songs with lots of other singers. But when Johan is doing it, it's like I feel so comfortable on stage when he's doing those songs. So the question is not bad, right?
Johan, when I heard you sing Well of Souls,
he's doing it 100%.
I was happy that I stopped drinking because I didn't want to go to the bathroom. I wanted to hear it sober, you know.
Yeah. And I think actually, long story short here, but when we did Epicus with him, we start rehearsing songs for Nightfall. but we still didn't have a singer. So I know Bewitched, and if it was Well or Souls, I don't know, but it was written to maybe get Johan to help us out again. That was actually the truth. So and Leif he's doing songs for us to fit the singer. And I think when I'm thinking back at that time, that those songs were for maybe Johan can help us out again. But then Messiah came in, and I don't say anything against him because he did good. But I think the songs was actually, some of them were written for Johan.
To me, it's pretty simple. I won't sing bad songs. Why? Because I can't do them right. If I don't like it, then I can't do them well. And I really do like a lot of songs that the guys have done after the Epicus, Metallicus, Doomicus. So that's the simple reason for me. A great song is always a great song, and of course, if some people like this vocalist on this great song or any others, it doesn't matter. A great song is a great song.
How does Leif create so many riffs in his life?
That's a good story. That's a question. We don't know. Yeah, but he's a creator. I think he is a guy who listens to all kinds of music, and
yeah, he's a nerd in one way. He buys
music,
vinyls all the time.
Everything, and he listens to everything, you know.
Yeah, and mostly old stuff.
Yeah, and when he got an idea, he's like, I mean, many musicians, they don't listen to the classic music anymore. They just think that, this maybe should be good. But he is not a nerd, but he's interested in listen to music, buying vinyls, whatever it is. It's if it's metal music, or if it's you can listen to whatever you say. But therefore, he listened to it and take in things in his mind, and then he start writing songs about that. And he's done it for fucking 40 years now.
Mentioned that you feel very comfortable on stage with Johan singing, but someone told me that a member of Candlemass has stage fright because there's so much pressure to get it right when you perform.
Yeah, Leif can be. The thing is, yeah, Lars and Leif can be a little bit like that, but that's also a good thing to have, because then you get concentrated.
A piece of it. Yeah.
Then you get very concentrated before you go on stage. I can say I don't have stage fright, but I'm concentrated what I'm gonna do. But I don't have stage fright. I don't have that because I feel comfortable with all the guys in the band, and it's up to me to do my riffs. And if I do them, I have to concentrate what I'm doing, and I know the other guys is feeling the same thing. So, but then stage fright can be from person to person.
Yeah, but you can. For me as a singer, coming back to Candlemass, and they are like a machine. They've been doing this for such a long time, and it makes me very comfortable as long as I play my cards right. So I've never ever had any concerns about are they going to do this right or something. It's more up to me to do my very own.
No. I never think, actually, of course I think of him on stage, but when I go on stage, I'm never afraid of what he's doing. No. It's like, if I do my things, I know Johan is so fucking professional. And the thing is, I know then it's gonna be right. And since he came in the band, it have been 100% right. I feel that way.
Yeah.
And the fans are feeling that way, and so now it's very fun in Candlemass to be in the band and do this.
And I'm so secure about everything that I can, play around and do whatever feels good for the moment. Yeah. So being pretty spontaneous and do all of a sudden something is just happening, but that's cool.
My soul, the rainbow's out. Why am I cannot pretend? I was so neglected. till it's bad on gazing through the crystal, see what it can. You fortune to use of well. Visions and dreams to see in crystal ball. Crystal ball. That crystal ball.
A short while after Nightfall came out, a record label released Nemesis, an album in which Leaf was singing. How do you feel about that? I liked it because I like different versions of songs. I like to hear different versions of songs that I love, but he was a little embarrassed, and I heard that one time Messiah was sick and Leaf had to sing live.
Yeah, the thing is that that's more of a classic story, what it started with. Because it started with Nemesis before Candlemass, and I think it's quite cool that that's a fan-based thing, I would say. I think Nemesis is more of a fan-based thing. Leif would say the same. He don't see the quality of Nemesis that it does with Candlemass. But it's the beginning of Candlemass, and it's the beginning of what we are here now, why we're here now. And so I think it's something you should look back to and say, okay, it started there.
My heart bleeding for my race. Traces of mankind swept down by the hand of the
writes riffs, and Candlemass changed since Johan came aboard again. I was wondering how much input the rest of the band has, and talk about why it changed. There's a different energy, a different feeling to the songs. It's still Candlemass, of course.
Yeah, it is. It's been that since.
Yeah, I can speak for myself.
Yeah.
And you know, Leif is the main writer of all the Candlemass songs, and but he's also open-minded. You know, when we're recording songs in the studio, and he tells me that it's supposed to go anything like that, and then we try out several kind of things around what he was thinking about in the very beginning. But he's open-minded, and you know, I play around, and all of a sudden he says, "That's what we want," and yeah, it's pretty simple.
You were talking about. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I want. Yeah, it's exactly what Johan says. He's very open-minded. I mean, he's doing the songs, and we want him to do the songs because we know it's gonna be good. And of course, he don't say that this is how it's gonna be. He's like, "Do you like this, or should we change something, or should we go for the same with my guitar? If I do my rhythm guitar, come in the studio and say I have an idea, I play it like this. It can be very small changes, but he's very open-minded so it's gonna be good songs and a good album.
Yeah.
So it's not like this is how you should play. I have the demos and I listen to them, and I'm doing it my way, and it worked for 40 years. So I think we have.
There was a song, A Cry from the Crypt, and the ending is very sad, and I was wondering if the ending was created in the studio, where it was supposed to just end at one point, but then it was extended to make a much more sad ending.
No, that song was from the beginning that way it is.
Okay.
Yeah, it was the way it was. It was. I remember when from Ancient Dreams, right? It's from Ancient Dreams. Yeah, it was made that way from the beginning.
He has won.
talking about bands today don't listen to older bands, but in Scandinavia, specifically in Sweden, there seem to be bands that are playing in the very old style. Like there's a Swedish band, Horizon. Have you heard of them? Horizon? No.
Yeah, I heard the name, but
Yeah.
okay, right.
And it's a very retro feeling, but it's very progressive. It's retro and pro.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
regressive,
It's the same
progressive.
time.
All in
Yeah.
one.
All in one, yeah.
And why is that only in Scandinavia that these bands are? It was a great era. What about Count Raven? Have you heard that?
Yeah. It's a good friend of him, the singer.
Yeah, actually,
Kritta.
the singer of Count Raven actually was sitting when we were rehearsing as kids. Sitting, like he's younger than I am, and he was sitting in the room where we were rehearsing and just watching us. And then all of a sudden he was a singer as well.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
A big, huge Candlemass fan. He was
Yeah, Kritta.
hanging with us
Yeah.
in the rehearsing place and stuff. Yeah, Kritta is fantastic.
And then Kritos, the bass player, became the vocalist of Gotes. Have you
Yeah,
heard-
good that. Yeah. I know. Yeah. It's true. Yeah.
And,
But they're cool bands. I like those bands because they are die-hard fans of what they are doing, and I just love that.
Every band that I've interviewed that has doomy riffs always talks about Candlemass. How does that make
Really?
you feel? Yes.
that-
Even Trouble today. Sorry, yesterday I interviewed.
Yeah, but Rick and Bruce were at a concert today and said, we are family. And the thing is, they are a big reason why we are playing the music. We were influenced by Trouble. That was the only band to play that kind of music. Of course, St. Vitus came there, but I don't compare them to Trouble. And then, of course, Black Sabbath. But in that era, 84, it was Trouble. And we became very good friends when they understand that we were a Swedish band that was doing doom metal. So it's so great to see them today, Rick and Bruce. And so for us, it's like every time somebody said Candlemass started a doom metal thing. Many people said, you started everything. We didn't start everything, but we did something that was very special in 85, when no bands did that. It was the same with festivals, when we started playing festivals. There was no bands that we could compare to. We played with Exodus, Forbidden, it was all those thrash bands. And because there were no other bands. But I think it came out to be something special for the festival.
Did both of you have a feeling when you first started in your separate ways that you would be doing this all your life?
No.
No, of course not.
No,
but it
no.
was a dream for me at least in the very beginning, and I didn't.
I still don't believe.
I've been into music all of my life, but I haven't earned one single dime on it. Now I do a couple of dollars, but
But
it's all about love for music, in my opinion.
But never I will think that we should be here now doing this, doing whatever we do. Grammy Award USA nominated. We have 2 Swedish Grammys. I said that would be beyond if somebody said that to me 40 years ago. I would say that's a story that's beyond everything.
Lived through various changes in technology, from analog to digital, and people now downloading MP3s instead of buying albums or a record. How do you feel about the changes throughout time, about the way music lovers are?
It's the way it is.
Yeah, it's the way it is, and I think it's good for the new young bands starting up. It's so much easier to you can pretty much do your record yourself if you're learning the programs, Logic, Pro Tools, Cubase, or something like that. So in that point of view, it's a very good thing. At least.
Yes, I feel like I feel both good and bad. But the good thing, that, like Johan said, it's like everybody can do something. But when I was a kid, when I saw Rainbow 77 and concerts and stuff, you didn't have YouTube, you didn't have anything. You have to go to the concert to see the band. You have to buy the vinyl.
Yeah.
The vinyl is more. It's just not the music. It's an art.
Yeah.
It's an art. You put so much effort into do the cover. You put so much effort with the promo pics.
Yeah.
And the thing is, today, of course, it's great. You can put something on Spotify, wherever you just record a song on your computer and everything. But it's not an art anymore. It was an art.
Yeah, they should walk beside each other. The art, and because you open up an old vinyl album and you just can sit and enjoy what you see when you open up it.
But it's the same with me, vinyl collector. It's like when I listen to an album on Spotify today, can be Black Sabbath, Uriah Heep, or whatever what I like. Yeah, but when I take the vinyl out, the original vinyl, what it did 1971, this is how they thought and wanted it to be.
Yeah.
With everything around, the cover, everything. When I put it on my vinyl player, I just love it. When I put it on Spotify, I don't care. But it's both sides. Both sides.
The main difference, in my opinion, is that when we were kids walking to the record store, and there were probably 10, 15 bands that we liked, and now if you go into Spotify or something, there are several thousands, 200,000 bands. And I think it's hard to find all the good bands these days if you're not sit and looking every day.
But I think that's why vinyl is back again.
And you listen very, very intensive to the records that we could find at that time.
Yeah. So,
And you
that's the way
find
it is, that's the
something
way it is.
in a lot of records. Let's say Rainbow Scorpions, Judas Priest. You didn't have many other records to listen to, so you listen to the ones that you liked, one or two songs, and you play them all around the clock, and you started to like it all.
Yeah, and when the vinyl was in the 70s and 80s, was like there was a thought about everything. It was the cover. It was the first song. We have to do this as the first song. Was the last song on side A? Was the last song on side B?
Yeah.
It was a concept of everything.
Yeah.
And now it's more like Spotify. Okay, we do Judas Priest. I do a random play here. It's like I think I don't say it's bad, but I say it's the way it is with everything. What comes up with the years, you know.
Yeah.
Now we are 2025. Now we're talking 85 or whatever, 90. But so things happen during the years, and it's everything with YouTube. You have, I don't know what they call TikTok or whatever. I don't have that shit. But I understand that you have to see what's happening during the years, what's happening, and you have to you must respect that.
Yeah.
But for my feeling, I still, if I listen to an album like a Priest or whatever, then I play the vinyl. I don't play it on Spotify. If I'm not on my telephone somewhere else, but if I'm home, I'm playing the vinyl.
When I first interviewed you, when you first came to America, it was at the Metal Blade office. I did not ask joke questions either. You will see in the documentary that I gave you, I like to fuck around with people, but not with people I truly respect. You, King Diamond, Trouble, I ask no stupid questions. But you surprised me because I told you how I love Swedish bands, and you said, yes, ABBA. I like ABBA too.
I said that, yeah.
They are good.
They are good, but I did not expect the joke.
No.
Well,
Respect for good made music.
Yeah.
in the old days, if people brought like a micro recorder to bootleg your show on bad quality, or even pictures, only certain people could take pictures of the band, and some people had their cameras taken away from having a photo. They
And now you got all those YouTube clips all over.
And also some of my pictures when I'm in the back, everyone's got a camera pointing at you, like a cell phone. So how do you feel about that?
You can't stop that. No. The bad thing, if you do a bad performance, it's on your entire life on the internet. But
I don't care.
Yeah, we're so secure with ourselves now these days, so it's okay.
It's that time now that we have to understand that that's the way it is, and I think it's very stupid for bands to. I don't know, what they think, that they have like no phones on the gig and stuff. it's not gonna help, you know. It's
But
like
it's pretty weird, you know. Some people are standing, just making a movie of the whole concert instead of listening to it. And it's okay if you pick up your phone and take a couple of photos and some video things.
Yeah, but
not the whole concert.
But if you want to do that, do it. I don't care. I don't actually care.
Either.
The only thing I don't. Sometimes I go to YouTube and see. Sometimes when we played a gig, and I know we have done a good gig, but it don't comes out the way we actually how the gig was. So you don't get the right feeling of the gig on YouTube. But that's the time now. What kids are doing, and you can't stop that. It's no reason for that. It's a new era, and we are old bastards, and for me it's more like old school style. But I just say I don't care.
To me, the main thing when it comes to music, the winner is the one that does the best songs. And fortunately, we're in a band that has got a couple of really good songs. That's the main thing for me, and it has always been like that. As I told you in the beginning, you know, if someone should if Leif comes up with a song that we all don't like,
That would say that, and he
then
wouldn't
you
say,
can't do it.
He will say, okay, then we don't do it. He will say.
It's important to be true to the music.
But you come to the question before with how do you feel about the YouTube things and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, people are 20, 30 years old. They don't know how it was in the 70s. Yeah. And we are a band that, I mean, I say 50% or 40%, 30% of the audience in the front row are people, girls and boys, that they wasn't even born when we did those albums. And me and Johan is talking about that a lot. That, did you see those people? They were singing along to Demon's Gate or Solitude, whatever.
Today, the Epicus is a brand new album in one way or another.
Yeah,
The nice
I say it on my radio show. There's always somebody new.
Yeah.
And we were like, what the fuck? That girl can't be more than 25 years old. She was singing the Crystal Ball or whatever.
Knows all
And we were
the
like,
lyrics.
She wasn't even fucking born when we did this album. Yeah. And that's the best, I think for me, that's the best respect for my band I can have.
Yeah, well, I think part of what made you very long-lived is you didn't follow trends, you made the trends.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Because I can't, if somebody asks me why...
Took a couple of years, but then all of a sudden people realized that this is pretty good.
That's a good point, because sometimes people ask me, how come that those albums are classics with people who listen to them who wasn't even born? And I don't have an answer on that one. But the only answer I have is what you said now. I think we started something that was beyond something else, and today people respect it. It could be the opposite way. It could have been the opposite way. But this fucking music, they can go to hell, you know. We don't listen to this shit. But it has been the opposite way. Yeah. And I think the old songs, okay, production of the old albums, it maybe isn't the best, but it's still classic albums. But when we do those songs live, with this sound today, they come out as a major metal songs or whatever.
Great songs survive.
True.
Yeah.
So they will outlive you for many years, maybe centuries.
Yeah.
Maybe
probably.
From now on, when I think
Yeah.
of it, fuck, when it's gonna stop?
I hope it never stops.
I hope the same.
I was going to bring my Candlemass shirts for the cruise, but I didn't want to seem like cheesy. So,
You know, cheese.
well, you know, like you don't bring a shirt of the band to the show. You know.
Okay, I know. What
So you know, I bought a Merciful Fate shirt, stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
cool,
you know.
cool.
So
Anyway,
anyway,
still a good band.
yes. Thank you very much for your
thank
time.
you.
Anything else you want to say before we go?
No, I just want to say thank you for your time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So you are a god.
because,
you are a god. I can die now.
The only thing I would say is
Great songs with a good, decent performance survive.
and you know, do interviews like this is like, for us, it's more like respect for what we have done for 40 years, and it's because of you and the fans and everybody who's still supporting us. That's why we are here. That's why we are still around. And
Otherwise, we would be down in a basement playing for ourselves.
me and Johan in the basement.
Yeah.
What shall we do? What shall we do? We try out something else.
Yeah, yeah.
No, respect. Tons of respect for the support for our band. So that I can.
We're here with Candlemass. Introduce yourselves.
I'm Messiah, I'm Colin, vocals. It's our drummer, John Lynn.
It's called Downtown Network.
So you don't write any of the words at all?
Any of the words?
Yeah, the
What
lyrics to the song.
Oh, no, later I said. Again, I told the music and all the lyrics. It's kind of good. We concentrate on our own stuff. I concentrate on my vocals. He's got his solo guitar here. He's our lead guitarist. He's got the rhythm guitar. He's got the drums. And he's got the bass and the songwriting and the lyrics.
It doesn't bother you that someone else is writing?
No, we're a lazy bunch.
I was